Ink therapy, ink therapy, ink therapy, ink therapy.
What's up, everybody? It's a therapy session. You tuned in. We're over here in Zambia, Lusaka, with my guy David. What's good, bro?
How's it, man? All good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm David. I run the studio Inkmaster Zambia. I'm the head artist here. And I've been working with tattoos for about 10 years now, 10, 11 years. And this is my story, I guess.
Yeah. It's an amazing story. So, I've been traveling. I'm here in Africa. Y'all showed me so much hospitality, and just so grateful that y'all allowed me to use your space. So behind us, we have some artwork. Can you explain where this artwork is made and, what y'all do here in the studio?
Okay. So the studio name is Zamtuft Studio. It comes from these tufted rugs. So my main guy, Mike, he is in charge of all the tufting related stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're all artists here. We do paintings, we do murals, we do art lessons, we do tattoo lessons,
Yeah.
all the above.
Wow. So it's just a multi-use space.
Yes, sir.
And that's not easy to come across here in Africa, is it?
No, it's not. It hasn't been easy for us either.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of sacrifice involved for us to get to this point that we're at right now.
So how long have you been here in this studio?
About 2 years now, max. Yeah.
So what are some of the shortcomings? You said that it hasn't been easy. So explain to, the viewers some of the hardships that you have faced trying to get this together.
Okay. So for us artists, the main struggle that we face is obviously finances, because when you are a young artist starting up, you don't have clients, you don't have, especially if you don't have sponsorship, you'd literally have to get everything from the ground up.
Right.
From the money that you make, from, I would say, well-wishers and things like that. But it's never easy when you start. That's for sure.
No, it's not. It's not easy. So finances. And then I know you were talking to me about when you first had a studio, the first ones, it was like very small.
Yeah, exactly. We have tried a lot of spaces, and one of the spaces that we started with was extremely small. Sorry,
Yeah.
about 2 by 2 meters. Yeah, it was really tiny, but we made it work then, and eventually we got to this space,
Right.
and here we are.
So I think that's the thing about not giving up. Like, you see one kind of speed bump in the road, you realize like, hey, I might need a bigger space. And then you kind of troubleshoot. I feel like for you guys, it's only going up. You're not looking back and like, hey, saying, this is enough, or, or even quitting. I don't see that in y'all future at all. I see that y'all are going to be raising the level each time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll probably, when I come back, if you're not still here, you're going to be in a bigger studio, in a better space, doing bigger things.
Of course, but quitting is not the option.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love what y'all got going on here. I love the availability of hey, I'm not going to tattoo today. I might paint something. Or, hey, let's open it up to do a workshop. And I think community involvement is the biggest thing in the art community, or the biggest thing in our society is getting the community involved. Because sometimes we as artists like to be by ourselves.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Working alone,
Mhm.
and that's kind of anti-productive if you're trying to be in the art world.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've noticed that just recently. As much as we'll be in the studio, hanging out, doing our artworks and things like that, we have to get out once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to get out. We've been traveling Livingston back and forth. Me and Mike, we've tried exhibitions.
Yeah.
We've gone to functions. We've gone to other people's exhibitions, just trying to socialize and get our name out there.
Well,
Yeah, it's been a great run.
and you're doing exactly everything that you need to do. It's just that, like, what I realized here, or maybe I haven't been here long enough, but these social networks that, like in America, like if you go to New York, this is always happening. There's always a gallery show. There's always an exhibition.
Yeah.
There's always a pop-up going on. There's
Yeah.
tattoo shops on every corner. It's a regular thing, but here it's not really a regular event where you'll see a gallery or you'll see a tattoo shop. Actually, I haven't seen rarely any tattoo shops, like
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff is still new.
Yeah.
And you're creating it and you are in the forefront of bringing it to the people here.
Yeah.
And in Livingston, and it's not easy.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
So
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you guys are having to teach people and kind of shed the light on, hey, this is what's cool. This is what you need.
Yep. And yeah, like you said, there's very few functions that are like targeted specifically towards art related things. I think this year I've only noted like two major exhibitions, two public exhibitions so far. And we haven't done any tattoo conventions since 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, so obviously we need to pick up our socks in that regard.
Right.
And just make it more out there. There's a few functions and events that have pop-up tattoo artists like Jameson Connect. There is Afro Sunsets in Livingston as well coming up. Those events have been pushing the tattoo culture.
That's
We
cool.
appreciate that. Yeah.
So you were talking about a lot of pop-up opportunities like the Jamesons and these kind of music festivals.
Yeah.
That are allowing tattoo artists to get a booth and do tattoos there.
Yeah, exactly. There's Afro Sunsets coming up this May, 23rd, 24th of May. It's the 2-day event, right by the riverside.
Wow.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
We did Jameson Connect as well. I think the last tattoo artist who was there was Andy. Yeah, and he really killed it.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So, how many artists you think there are here in Lusaka? Tattoo artists.
There's probably even 30, 50 tattoo artists. But the main ones who are putting their work out there and who are consistent and who are visible to the market, I would say about 6 or 7 major artists. Yeah.
And how many shops are there that are easy to find, like shops, tattoo shops here in Lusaka?
That is a great question. Easy to find. I don't think we have any road front tattoo shops like the way we would like it to be. Most artists work from home. It's a culture thing here so far because it's easier to pay rent for one spot than it is to pay for 2 spots. But I think what we need right now is a road front shop that would really do well for the culture and for walk-ins. And like you said, it has to be very easy to find, right? Yeah.
Because I noticed here in Africa, Google doesn't do really well, or Apple Maps doesn't do really well. It'll get you close, but it won't get you to that location. You kind of have to do a little bit of adventure.
No, that's true. That's true with our road situation.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, and I feel like the maps haven't really calibrated the way they're supposed to. I think Google Maps is where we put the location first,
Right.
and then the other applications will find it from there,
Mm,
like the taxi apps and those other and WhatsApp.
right.
It'll find it from Google Maps. So I think it starts with the Google
Mm-hmm.
and the transfer of data to the
Right.
other maps.
Well, what I've seen Google do is they have these vehicles that have like these sensors on top.
Yeah.
And they drive around, and I don't know if they made it through here or how they supposed to do,
Mhm.
because they normally drive around constantly around different cities and constantly get data and like, record it and, get it to where you can see the location, you can
Yeah.
see the buildings around it and all of that.
Mm,
And I just think that like Africa gets overlooked with a lot of resources where it's supposed to be properly done,
true.
you know. So that kind of talks about, you say that there's really not that many shops here. So
Mhm.
there has to be like a shift. There has to be a change.
Yeah.
The other thing is that there is no supplies shops. There's no supply stores for tattoo equipment here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have a colleague who's starting one. It's not a full-fledged shop yet,
Mhm.
but he's doing really well with supplying the rest of the tattoo artists. Most of us get from him, and whoever doesn't, we order for ourselves as well.
Right.
So it's still a new market in that regard. We do need a tattoo shop, but with everything, it needs an investment.
Yeah.
And if someone doesn't step up and make that investment, it won't happen, but it will happen eventually.
Right.
Yeah, until someone steps up and invests all the money they need to.
So let's just say you ordered a box of cartridges from Amazon.
Yeah.
The box of cartridges costs $20.
Hmm.
To ship it here, how much would it be?
Okay. So usually you'd pick one with free shipping, and that probably affects the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So if
probably
it's
affects
free
the time.
shipping,
If it's free shipping,
how long would it take to get here?
2 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
2 to 4 weeks, but mostly 4 weeks
Yeah.
and above.
In the buff.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
It says 2 to 4 weeks, but it takes usually 4 weeks and above.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can wait 2 months for your package. It does happen,
Uh-huh.
because of this ordering thing. So it's not very safe for a business person to be ordering all the time, because there are delays with packages and stuff like that. So we try not to do that. It's more effective to have a shop that readily has everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of obstacles here, but y'all still making it happen.
Of course.
And I commend you on that. Because we have it so easy in America. Everything is already laid out. We got the sky's the limit to how many clients you can get and everything like that.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of people quitting right now in the industry because of the economy, because some people don't want to promote themselves.
Yeah.
And they are so used to, the old way where it's like, hey, I'm in the shop and I'm used to people just walking in and I shouldn't
Yeah.
have to go on social media and promote. So they're choosing not to, and that's causing a disturbance in their clientele flow.
Yeah.
I think for one reason or another, there's a lot of people quitting, but here you guys have everything against you and you're still going. And that's a beautiful thing. It's definitely motivating for me. So I guess the next main question is, if you was to tell your younger self, like if you were to go back into the future, or if you were to go back into the past and tell your younger self, hey, these are the things that's going to make you better, what would you tell them?
Okay. Number one, discipline. You know, when you are when you're younger, you're excited about everything, excited about life, you're excited about relationships and partners and things like that, and friends. You only get to realize later that the most important thing is yourself, and you should be disciplined from the jump. I feel like these small little moments that take away your focus,
Yeah.
it feels like it doesn't do much to you, but in the long run, it delays your progress. So that's the first thing I'll tell my younger self. Just brush off everything and just focus on one thing. Number two, start as early as possible and don't look back. Go all in and flow with it. I mean, the time I had started, there was probably maybe one or two major artists in the whole city, the whole country, and now there's more than 7. So whoever put in the work back then, right now, is at the top.
Yeah.
So if I had known, I would have started earlier to put in the work. And yeah, that's number 2. Start early.
Well, those are very important lessons to learn. And I think that now, you're doing really good in the lesson of life is that now you know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the lesson of life is like, okay, now I need to instill that stuff into myself and actually apply it. But you showed me a TikTok of you were talking about that these are the tattoos that I will not do.
Yep.
And I realized that I actually seen that one before in America.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I was looking back and I was like, you know what? That popped up on my feed.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Honestly.
is
Like,
crazy. That
I
is
was
crazy.
like, what? 'Cause I remember seeing that and being like, yeah, you were hitting on some important notes. You were talking about like racist tattoos, like people with like Nazi symbols on them. And so you want to talk more about that? Like, what are some tattoos that you will not do?
Okay. So firstly, what inspired the video was we have like sort of like a bad rep as tattoo artists because people don't really um, know what goes on like in a tattoo shop or the type of things that happen. Most people assume it's something maybe satanic related or stuff like that. So that video was just to point out that we as tattoo artists also have standards.
Yeah.
We do have values as well. And we don't just do any tattoo without good therapy with the client and things like that. So some of the tattoos that I had talked about were like racist tattoos. We talked about blasphemous tattoos. We talked about tattoos that mock other people and religions and things like that. So it was just to clear up the air about this type of stuff that we allow in our tattoo shop and the stuff that we don't.
Yeah. Man, it was a really, really good video. And I like that type of content. You're thinking outside of the box because I feel like the content that people really pay attention to are the ones that where it's actually showing your face.
Yeah.
And that you're giving the possible client information that they need to know about you.
Yep.
Because a lot of the times we'll just post a tattoo and say, come get tattooed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, realizing that maybe the content needs to be more informative for the clients so they can understand
Exactly.
what they are going to experience when walking into the shop and working with this particular person.
Yep. Exactly. And going back to our previous point, if I had known back in the day I would have told my younger self to show yourself more,
Mm,
because you sort of feel like the art to speak for itself, or the recommendations will come through for themselves, but you don't realize that people want to know you so
yeah,
they can get some work for you. It's not really about how good you are. I feel like people want to feel safe sort of around you, or
right.
relatable. Yeah,
Yep, yep. And the only way they can feel like they can relate to you is by you showing your face
exactly.
and you being yourself on your content. But it's not easy, sometimes we kind of get shy
Yeah. Yeah.
and we don't want to be in front of the camera, but it be like that. But once you get over that, then it becomes so much more easier. And like
Mhm.
you're saying, if you told your younger self that early on, now it would be like second nature.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'll just do this real quick and
Hmm.
I won't overthink it.
Yeah. Would have had thousands of videos by now.
But we're doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, we're doing it.
And here we are, both of us in front of the camera.
Exactly. Exactly. It just comes with repetition. Same thing with tattooing. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
Same thing with, making the good content. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So this leads into my final question.
Yeah.
So if somebody that wanted to start to learn how to tattoo
Mm.
came to you and asked you, hey, what does it take to become a tattoo artist? What would you tell them?
Okay. I will tell them 3 simple things to become a tattoo artist. It is not easy, but it's simple, right? Number 1, hygiene is the most important thing. Everyone you tattoo is going to be paying attention to that. So if you want to keep your clients, be extremely clean. Number 2, take in as much information as you can. Learn from other artists. Learn from YouTube. Nowadays, YouTube is the universal teacher.
YouTube University.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
Yeah, learn from YouTube. Learn how everything works to the most small detail. Learn about machines. Learn about which one is best for starting. Experiment a little bit and go through the right channels. Be patient. Don't try to start early,
Yeah.
because the earlier you start, the more mistakes you make. So if you are going to start your career on mistakes, it's going to be very bad for you in the future. So take as much time as you can practicing. Practice on people who are willing to, have a bad tattoo on them.
Yeah.
Practice on fake skin. Find a mentor. Pay them.
Yeah.
Pay them that money. It's very important. Pay that money. Don't look back. A new skill is better than no skill at all. If you spend a year learning how to tattoo, even if you have a different hustle on the side, you still have the tattooing and you have the skill, and it won't leave you. So
Oh,
yeah, just learn as much as you can and just go all in. Don't look back.
yeah. Go all the way in. I like what you said about the hygiene.
Yeah.
I've had this happen several times where I'll be tattooing a client and they have friends there.
Yeah.
And they are paying attention to how I do my setup and the hygiene and how cleanly I am doing my setups.
Yeah.
And then they decide, hey, I want to get a tattoo because they see how thorough I am about my setup and everything.
Exactly.
They felt more comfortable after seeing me tattoo their friends and how everything that I did made them more confident about getting a tattoo by me.
Of
So
course.
you never know who's paying attention to how you're operating.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot too. And we have to realize that people have some people have like OCD.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are like what do you call it, germaphobes
Yeah,
or something.
germaphobes. Yeah.
They do not like to see any speck of dirt. So you have to be in the minds of the other people. Be as clean as the cleanest person you can imagine.
Yeah.
Then yeah, the rest will follow.
Well, David, thank you so much for your time,
Thank you, brother.
man, and all of the hospitality that you have treated me with while I've been here in Africa, man, has been so welcoming. So thank you so much. And to all those that are watching, thank you for tuning in. This has been the therapy session. Remember to like and subscribe and follow my guy, David. What's your Instagram?
Inkmaster Zambia.
Yeah. And what's the studio?
Studio name is Zamtuft Studio.
That's right. Make sure y'all go follow the homies, y'all. Peace.